Here's a quick video on a little jig fixture I made last night that fits on my Cleveland 55-ton iron worker. See if I can get in here and show you this. Made this last night, and it's actually to help me pop holes in square and rectangular tubing. Waterjet cut the base out of 3/8 plate, put a gusset on the back, and then this piece here is 3/4 inch, and this piece here is 3/4 of an inch. And if I can get in here and show you what it looks like from the side. I cut this just the same width as the inside dimension on the tubing, and then on top right here there's a piece of AR 500 plate, hardened plate, that I've got the die hole put in, so it's right in the correct size for that 11/16 punch I'm using. And not sure if that's going to wear at all or not, but just in case, I cut a couple of these extra ones out, and then I can just cut the tacks on that and weld it back on that piece of 3/4 inch plate there. What this is for, I make these hitch covers go on the back of your truck and your SUV, and then they got a design and stuff on the front side. And one of the biggest pains on these things is you take the tube and you got to put a hole in it for the pin to go through. And what I had been doing in the past is I made this little jig that went on the outside of the tube, and you'd pop a center punch hole in it, flip it over, pop another hole in it. Then you had to take this thing over, put it in the drill press, and put a pilot hole in it, flip it over, put another pilot hole in it, take it to the big drill press, put the final hole in it, flip it over, put the other final hole in it. So it's kind of slow doing that. Plus, and I'll see if I can get in here close so you can see this, it leaves this nasty burr on the inside from the drill. And then you got to take it and take a hand file and take this off and take this off, and you had about 5 minutes on each tube just getting the 2 holes put in it. So what I've come up with is I'm gonna go use this punch on the iron worker, and what it does is the tube slides over, and when it hits the stop, it's in the right position, and it's going to pop a hole in that, flip it over, and pop a hole in it that way. So I'm going to do a demo here real quick. See if I can do this and run the camera at the same time. Slide that in, hit the button, pop it, slide it in, hit the button, shut her off. And now, if you zoom in, there's no burr. And it takes about 10 whole seconds to do a tube, and it's completely done, and there's no filing on it like on this one. And I just got done doing about 4 of these here real quick just to make sure everything worked, and I think it's going to save me a whole bunch of time on making these. And I really think that this might open up a few more ideas for me as far as maybe on some rectangular tubing or putting some slots in Unistrut and some other stuff.